Good day, y'all. This is Charles with the Exodus Logistics Learning Center, which features our Dispatcher 101 training for beginners, as well as our Freight Broker 101 training for beginners. I'm here to announce today that we are having another sale. We just finished today our 15% off sale. We extended it, but today for our 4th of July sale, it's 20% off from now until July 31st. 20% off. Promo code 20% off on the purchase page. This is for our 90-day online ongoing training for 90 days. And then after 90 days, if you want to continue to have access to what we offer you, and I'm going to show you what we offer you in a second in our 90-day online portal. If you want to continue after that, there is a monthly subscription of $34.95. But if you want to become a freight dispatcher, learn the skills here, right? So our single member 90-day is $5.99, and then you take 20% off of that. Our 2 people or 2-for-1 is $8.99 for 2 people, but you take 20% off of that. So for those of you who need to know what the math is on that, right? So let's figure that out. So if you were to enroll as a single member, $5.99 or $600 times 20%, and I'm doing it in the background here, just so you can follow along, that'll be $119.80 off of the $5.99 single member 90-day course, online, ongoing, self-paced course. So $5.99 minus $119.80, that'll be $479.20. That's what you, once you go to the purchase page and you purchase it as if you were purchasing it at full price, then there should be a promo code link. You click that link, you type in the promo code, which is 20PERCENTOFF, 20% off. You click apply, it recalculates the amount to the new amount, which is the $479.20. Not bad for what I'm going to show you what you get, right? And the same thing for the 2-person. If you do it 20% off of that number, you'll get the amount recalculated at 20%. So what do you get? So we have a disclaimer on the purchase page when you do decide to become enrolled in our Dispatcher 101 training for beginners. This is a beginner level training. It's for those individuals who know very little, if anything, about the transportation industry from a dispatching's perspective. Dispatching in transportation on the trucking side, the domestic side of logistics is the easiest barrier to entry as it relates to forming your own business. You can do this without a truck, without a CDL, or without experience. Working from home, your own company. Don't have to listen to any bosses tell you what to do. This is your company. You are the boss. You get the carriers. We show you how to get the carriers, the truck drivers, the owner operators. We show you different ways. We show you the equipment types of those particular carriers that are the easiest for you to target as a new dispatching company in order for you to start and make your transition from whatever space you came from or whatever job or world you were in into the transportation world. Mind you, the trucking side in transportation, although the numbers are down, I'll be honest, it's still a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry. There's 4 modes of transportation: air, rail, ocean, and trucking. That's multi-trillion annually. Trucking alone is multi-billion, close to 800 billion, I believe. So there's money still in it. Freight does need to move. It needs to get from origin to destination, from raw materials to finished goods, and then transferred to the retail stores or to the buyer or to the consumer where you purchase the products. So would you not like to be involved in some capacity in the industry that's making money like this, right? You can help your truck driver by which you are dispatching for increase their bottom line, grossing them 6,000 to 8,000, maybe 10,000 a week, and you're making money from that as well as their independent freight dispatcher. And you're providing a dispatching service either at a percentage for every load that you find for their truck or a flat fee for the week. That is determined by you, how you structure your dispatch service. Because you're independent, you can do what you want. It is your company. You have complete autonomy. You have every right to do what you want. Our job here in the training is just to show you certain things and strategies and ways of doing it, right? Based off of our experience and the industry itself. So what you get when you enroll in the ongoing training, you get to set up an email and password to access our members portal, where your self-paced 4 modules will be. Module 1 talks about carrier acquisition, or getting the carriers, the truck drivers, wanting you to be their dispatcher. Module 1. Module 2, we talk about load boards. What are the load boards? What are their purposes? What's the user experience, how to navigate them, and how to trip plan or route plan for your carriers to keep them maximizing their profits and keeping their trucks into and out of areas where they can make money. We show you the skills on that as well, based off of seasons, the market, economic trends, and the indicators, okay? Module 3 is how to book that load. The process of booking a load starting out, not always, but starting out with new dispatching services is typically from the spot market using a person called a freight broker, okay? So you're gonna get your loads off of the load boards according to your carrier's requirements or their profile. And then you're going to book or set those loads up for payment for your carrier and you indirectly through the freight broker. And we show you how to do that, what's the process, what's the workflow, and all of that stuff as well in our trainings. And then module 4 is invoicing the carrier for your dispatching service, whether a percentage for the loads you book for them or a flat fee for the week. So those are the 4 self-paced modules in the portal, the members portal for the Dispatcher One-on-One Training for Beginners. In addition to that, you get an orientation where we say, hey, welcome to the training. We're glad you've chosen us. Here's the orientation. Here are your next steps. And here are some of the things to look ahead towards in the training. We give you our 3 ebooks, our 3 updated published ebooks. We give you a copy of a glossary of terms, some of the common basic terms you're going to need as a dispatching service, an independent company, so that you'll be able to better navigate this space as a dispatcher. You're going to hear terms from the truck drivers that you need to understand and define. You're going to hear terms from the freight broker that you need to understand and define in order to make your experience as a dispatch service one of the better ones, okay? In addition to that, we give you templates or forms and documents that you're going to need and use when you formulate those, particularly the contracts to get in line with the truck drivers that you're going to be dispatching for, the dispatcher agreement and other documents there. We give those to you in a Word version as well as a PDF, okay? So the Word version, you can take that and edit that to your company's specifications. The PDF ones you can take if you have some kind of e-software, e-signature type of software, like, for example, DocuSign. You can upload that into the DocuSign software and edit the different fields you want them to be able to click and type in their information, and then save that as an editable finished product, and then send that as a link to the drivers. That kind of streamlines your process, okay? We also give you other tools and resources in there. We do live Zoom calls, Zoom trainings every 2nd and 4th week of each month in that 90-day span, 3 days in those weeks. Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And be mindful of your time zone where you live, because I got students from all over the country, all over the world, right? So Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturdays at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. 3 days in the second and fourth week of each month. And we have a Zoom training schedule calendar on our website where you can actually see the times and the dates circled on the calendar with the Zoom credentials, the Zoom meeting ID and the Zoom passcode, so that you can log into that as a member. In addition to the Zoom concept, all of our Zoom live trainings are recorded. And in our members portal, we have a Zoom video training library where all of our recordings are stored, right? Where you can go back. If you miss a live one, you can go back and catch the recording. That way you can keep pace with the trainings, right? In addition to that, we give you access to load boards so that you can, and these are live load boards where you can actually book loads. And you can practice navigating, understanding the use case of them, practice, right? 6 of those, with a 7th one as a promotional offer. 123 load board we're offering, and I'll put the link for 123 load board if you want to take advantage of that load board as a dispatch service, because I don't know if you know it or not, but most load boards require you to have an authority in order to purchase a subscription to them, an MC or DOT number, indicating someone with an authority, either a mobile or a freight broker. Okay. We offer 123 load board as a promotion. The other 6 we give you access to, we share our logins, but the other one, the 123 load board, we offer an affiliate link, 30 days for free, and then you decide to purchase one of the 3 subscriptions, $35 a month, $45 a month, which is the premium, or $55 a month, which is the premium plus. Okay. And we'll put the link in there with the promo code so you can take advantage of that. Whether you enroll in with us or not, you can still take advantage of the 123 load board, which I suggest you do, just so you can get practice and decide if you need continued help, and maybe you'll consider us to join or some other trainer. But at least we gave you a gift of free 30 days, and then sign up for the premium plus at $55 a month without, I didn't mention this, without being required to have an MC number. As a dispatch service, you sign up without having to have an MC number. So that's a bonus for that, okay? So all of that we give you. We also give you membership to our private Dispatcher 101 members only group on Facebook. And a lot of other things too, tools and resources, forms and documents, different tools that we use as dispatchers. There's different tools that help you in regards to finding carriers. There's different tools, analytical tools that we use to help you understand the market trends at that time and that season, to kind of help you better provide a service or a value add to your carriers that you're dispatching for. So if you want that type of hand-holding training or service provided to you, consider us, Exodus Logistics LLC, the Dispatcher 101 training for beginners, training, ongoing training, 90 days online, 20% off, as you see in front of the screen, 20% off. And let me show you the portal, since we are here, what you will get if you decide to join at regular price or 20% off, just as a preview, okay? So when you enroll, you'll get a receipt of your purchase. In that receipt, there will be a PDF download with the instructions on how to set up your email and password to access what you see now on the screen, which is the Dispatcher 101 members portal, main menu, right? And when you get here, you'll see this right here, these columns, okay? Start here. This is where you click here. That's your starting point, orientation. Hey, welcome to the Dispatcher 101 members portal. Thank you for enrolling. Thank you for choosing us as your training provider for dispatching services. and understanding how to be a dispatcher. Though a basic orientation, kind of like telling you what your next steps are and what to look forward, what's coming downstream. Okay. And here's also where you download the ebooks. Okay. So there'll be a video with orientation saying, hey, welcome and thank you. We're very humbled that you enrolled in our course. And then thank you. And then here's the ebooks. This is added value, gifts for you. Okay. We talk about business setup. That's an information only with because as a dispatch service, you need to have your business established and set up, whether it's a sole prop, which I don't recommend, an LLC, limited liability company, which I do recommend, or any other legal structure. You know, your name, register your business name, your legal structure, LLC, and then attach an EIN to that, okay? And you're officially in business. Here's a question that most people ask: do some people do their business without having a dispatch, without having a business officially set up yet? Of course they do. But it's best to have your business in place before you actually collect revenue from the carriers for your dispatch service. Now, if you do it before then, just take the income that you made and roll it over into your business for tax purposes. And we cover that in the business setup page. We offer one-on-one consultations to our students. We have ELLC referrals. So if you refer someone and they enroll and you've submitted the referral form prior or before they enrolled, then you get the referral fee for whichever type of training that they enrolled in, either the single member or the 2-for-1. There's different dollar amounts that you'll be rewarded for, okay? Second column are self-paced modules, what I mentioned earlier, those different modules, self-paced. Module 1, getting the carriers. We show you what type of carriers to get, what type of truck drivers based off of their equipment type, which ones are out here the most, are easiest to dispatch for, that can make you the most money and make your carrier the most money. We give you strategies on that, how to target them, which different ways. And then what to send them if they want you to dispatch for them, if they want you to be their dispatcher. So we give you that as well, okay? And then all the paperwork, the documents. In addition to that, we want you to have them return you copies of their credentials. And we explain what all of that means in detail in such a way with examples so that you will be able to understand it and talk the talk when you walk the walk as a dispatching service, okay? Module 2, again, load boards. I'm just showing you the visual of the back office. This is literally our back office, okay? And module 3 is booking the loads with the brokers and going through that process. What's the workflow as a dispatch service when you are booking loads for your truck drivers? What is the workflow of that? What's all involved in that, step by step by step? And we show you that because, again, this is a dispatch 101 training for beginners, those who know very little, if anything, about it, okay? And then finally, invoicing, module 4, where we say, hey, how do you invoice your carriers for your dispatch service after they've delivered the load? How do you get paid? And we go into that as well, okay? And then the third column, by the way, the fourth and fifth columns, this is just extras, our different affiliates we have set up with, and our different social media handles where you can come and join us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, okay? So you can just connect to us. Once you become a member, you can connect to our different social media and stay connected outside of the live Zoom calls, okay? But the center column, tools, docs, and resources, forms and documents. Every form conceivable as a dispatcher, what you need is in our forms and documents as templates for you to take and use for your own dispatching service. Same thing with the tools and resources. Every potential tool possible that's necessary for a dispatch service is located in our tools and resources section, okay? And then again, like I said earlier, all of our live Zoom calls, which are held every second and fourth week of each month, Sundays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, are recorded. And then we have a training videos library where they are stored and they are grouped in months, okay? And we'll click that and go to it. And you'll see right here, January, February, March. So the 12 months in a year, we're in June, well, we were in June, now we're in July. So whatever month you want to find a video in, you click that month and it scrolls down through all the videos, some 300 some videos. And we're going to get to a point where we're going to categorize them in very specific subject matters. Okay. I'm going to go back to the top. And our website is kind of like user friendly. Let's click back to go back to our main menu, and it puts you back to where you were. Okay. And then we have what's called a how-to video series. Okay. Very specific, because there are commonly asked questions in the dispatch training. So we've created specific how-to videos based off of the commonly asked questions. And they're broken down in the module sections as well as supplemental information. Like, how do you create your form and documents? How do you take our templates and create them to your own and make them PDF? How do you use some of these resources, some of the commonly used resources? Some people ask about how to log into Zoom correctly. What is the proper way to do that, right? And then other things as well, filling out the carrier packets, invoicing with PayPal or Square. How is that done? What's the strategies and techniques and things like that? How should I do it? And then how to navigate different load boards that we offer. So it's a plethora of information, like overload, information overload. I believe it's well worth the investment. If you're going to come into the industry where you can work from home, where you don't need any credentials. As a dispatcher, you do not need what's called an operating authority. You do not need an MCO DOT to run a dispatch service. You don't need a truck. You don't need a CDL, nor do you need experience starting out. Dispatcher 101 training for beginners gives you everything you need from a beginner level. If you know nothing about the industry, you will be a dispatcher in a matter of 90 days, right? If you apply the concepts and the strategies and the examples, and you attend the Zooms and get everything down to a science where you can practice, you will understand the workflow, because we go over things repetitively until you understand it, because dispatching is the same thing over and over again. The only thing that changes are the truck drivers you're dispatching for and the brokers or the shippers that you're getting the loads for your carriers from. Okay, but the concept is always going to be the same. The workflow and how it's done is always going to be the same. Okay, so that's it for Dispatcher 101 training for beginners. Again, we are having a 20% off sale for the month of July, the 4th of July special. 25% off of our 90-day online training course for beginners. Take advantage of it, guys. It's an investment. Investment to yourself, your future, your family, generational wealth potential. So 20% off, promo code 20% off, right? And you get a chance to have a self-paced course at your own leisure, learning how to be a dispatcher, okay? So hopefully that this information here helped you guys, and I will talk to you soon.